in a slipstream dance, taking the corners in a high-speed trance. Through the chicane, it's side by side. On Motor Mouth, there's nowhere to
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Nope, don't want to I don't want to try to end that one out. Might be copyright. But anyway, we are live and in prime time with I2I O'Reilly Series Championship. Season 2, Round 4 from Atlanta Motor Speedway right here in the great state of Georgia, my home state. In obviously Echo Park, but we don't really care about all that. We care more about the ATL. It's going to get hot here in the ATL. Hot in the dirty South. You're going to see it all live here on Motormouth Broadcasting. Good evening, folks. I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves, the boss man himself of Motormouth Broadcasting, Mr. Big Jim Cunningham alongside, getting ready for round 4 right here of I2I. Jim, buddy, how the hell are you? Been a week, obviously, since we've seen these old boys out here running at Texas last week. We're out here. We're on a different place, mile and a half, but not like we saw at Texas. Way different. Going to have the super speedway kind of style racing tonight. It's going to be a good one. I love this place. Good evening, buddy.
Good evening, man. Good to be here with you. Yeah, man, completely different setup than mile and a half, but that's about the only thing that's the same on these two tracks for sure. Especially after the reconfiguration, repave job here, this place really races like a mile and a half super speedway is what it really does. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting tonight. Traditionally super speedways, you see the pack racing, and you tend to have a few cautions because of that. So we'll see how it goes tonight. I know that I'm not exactly sure what went down, but the league passed a rule tonight that if you go below the white line, I think only in the quad oval, but that may or may not be correct. It may be anywhere on the track, but I think it's around the quad oval on your qualifying laps or during the race. There's going to be a penalty, and you're going to get a drive-through, I think if it happens again, you're going to get a stop and hold. I don't know what exactly caused that. I'm guessing that maybe in practices or something, someone caused an accident or something, and they were getting a little crazy with the cutting across the white line, which, as you know, if you follow this channel, I'm not a huge fan of that anyway. Just to me, it upsets the car. I don't particularly like it personally. I don't care if anybody else does it, but apparently something came up, so that's the deal with that. So if you see some crazy black flags at the beginning of the race or something, that's going to be what that'll be involved in.
Well, Jim, if we look back, maybe a little bit of the history and everything, kind of what super speedway racing is that red and white line on the bottom of the racetrack. If you go to Daytona, you go to Talladega, it's more the double yellow line.
Right.
And we hear about it all the time. If you go below the double yellow line to improve your position, you get black flagged, you get busted. You'll have to serve a penalty and everything else. So I think that's exactly kind of what they was saying. But I think what they're also saying is here in qualifying, not to go down below that white and red line. In qualifying, I think obviously, I know what you're talking about as far as, not wanting to go down there, but here at this track, I have done this. Jim. You cut it down below that line and get down on the apron, damn near hitting the grass. You knock off, not a whole lot, but you get a little bit of extra time, counted off. It's a little bit faster. So I think what obviously Trey Graber and, and race directors and everybody, I think what they're wanting to do is to try to see who is the fastest.
Well, they're all going below it. Oh, unless that's coming out of pits. Maybe that's them coming out of the pits.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, maybe that's what that is. Because the first two cars I clicked on, both of them were below the white line. I was like, okay, well, this is going to be fun.
Watch him right here. You see how he is right there, the 99.
Yeah.
Obviously, David Harbottle right down down in the cellar.
Yeah.
Down in there where the lucky stuff is, down there with Lucky Charms right there for the 99.
That's where Granny hides the Lucky Charm from Grandpappy.
Yeah, Lucky Charms, moonshine, however you want to look at it. Yeah, she's down there, getting all lucky kind of stuff down there. Yeah, we're getting a little bit too far off on a Saturday. I need to start drinking again, Jim. I need to start getting more beer. I might need to over this little pollen that we've had up here in Georgia. It's got to get to me a little bit. But you see what Harbottle is doing? He's not going below that white and red line, obviously, to improve his position. Obviously, he can't improve his position because ain't nobody there, but his time's already done, so he can drop down there, no problem. And what you're going to see in the race is they don't want nobody dropping below it to improve their position. And, Jim, I look back at this, a number of years ago, at least 15 or so years ago, and you know me, I'm a big fan of Dale Jr. I've watched a bunch of Dale Jr. interviews and everything else, and he said it best as far as the yellow line rule. He said he loves it. Me personally, I like it too. There's a lot of fans out there that don't like that yellow line rule, that don't like that red and white line rule. But you got to think about it from a driver's standpoint. You wouldn't know where the hell to go. If you're up there trying to block and you're trying to hold on to your position, to hold on to the lead, you're basically screwed. You wouldn't want to lead on the last lap because you're at a huge disadvantage. So I like the rule, and it obviously turns into some hellacious finishes that we've seen here in the past, Jim. I will say that.
Yeah, absolutely. I see the boss came into the broadcast booth. I don't know if he's here just to watch our feed while we broadcast the race, or if he was going to enlighten us on that rule. So if he's going to enlighten us, he'll unmute himself and start talking. If not, he could just hang out and watch. But, we qualifying here, I think this is one of those kind of tracks that I don't think qualifying is horribly important. It's not, again, super speedway racing. There's a lot of guys don't even bother to qualify. They just start from the back to try to stay out of trouble. Personally, I'm not a fan of that either. I'm more of a fan of, start up front and a lot less chance to get caught up in somebody else's mess up there. That's just me, though.
I've always been the kind to not even qualify. This is the time right here, at least when I was racing, to go ahead and say, you know what? This is a good time to mix me a drink. This is a perfect time to mix me a cold drink right now. Mixed drink, cold beer, whatever the night is feeling. That was before, obviously, I had a kid. This is the time that I would do that on these super speedways. Go take a leak, make sure everything's good, make sure you got your settings where you want it, make sure you got your setup in when you was running setup races, and just ride at the back. Because the wreck is going to happen, Jim. It is going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
That's right.
It doesn't matter what league you go to, what day you have a super speedway race. 9 times out of 10, you will have a wreck. The other 1 out of 10, they just ain't trying. That's the only problem. Seriously, that's the only time that happens. You see your air temp and track temp. 69, 70, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Wind but 7 miles an hour. Actually, it's going to flip to 4 now, down to 2. Flips around 69, smack down at 70. Give or take right on the track tip, air tip, flopping around all over the place. So very calm winds. Very calm track, very calm air, but it's fixing to get hot.
Oh,
here in hot.
I forgot. Well, now that Trey's listening in here with us, can you switch to the truck pace car instead of the car, please? Because the pace car camera does not work on the on this car, and it's no good. We need the truck. That's But anyway, let's get this grid going here, because. Who knows? We sometimes it takes a while. You just never know with us, especially.
Yeah, absolutely. Get ready for the starting lineup here tonight at Atlanta. Luke Gutierrez, Joe Nordade, Got the throwback Greg Biffle colors right there on the outside of row number 1. Luke Gutierrez will start on the pole here this evening. Zachary Tyler and Jaden Bogner be rolling off at P3 and P4 here this evening. And Court Hansen and Christopher Herr. Watch out for Herr. Been pretty good over the past couple of weeks. We'll see what Christopher Herr can make happen here tonight. Rolled off for P6. Brian Nash. Johnny Suggs. Damn, that's a racing name right there, Jim. I'm not even kidding. Johnny Suggs the third. That is a racing name, row 4. Joshua Parrott been lighting it up here recently. And Lucky Charms with David Harbottle making up row number 10 or row number 5 outside. He'll be starting at P10. Devin Trusty, Steve Cunningham. I'm not sure. No, probably not. Probably not.
No.
Probably not. No. Row 7, obviously Jason Reeves. No relation on that one. I'll go ahead and call that one. And Daniel Nogue making up row 7, 13th, 14th, respectively. Row 8.
Sorry, I got sidetracked by chat for a second.
I got you screwed up. I got you screwed up.
No, I
Chris
got sidetracked by
Rod
chat.
Simmons. Chris Hall, Rod Simmons, row 8. Flip-flop, go to row 9 as the pace line says off. James Tate, Cameron Sorrow, Zach Tyndall, Ryan Hodges, Jake Miller, Trevor Thomas, MR, right there, obviously, right behind him, Cody Johnson, the country singer of all of them, with Caleb Ross. That's row 12.
Another great.
We're getting ready to get going. Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful, beautiful pace scheme. Austin Stamper, Mark Dingman back there in row 13. And then Braxton Merrifield. Stage caution is going to go at 30. The pace lights is out. Pump and dump, by God. Yes, sir. We remember that one. Pump and dump. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Gutierrez does not get the best restart. He was the pole sitter. But Joe Nordane going to shoot out ahead. Got the shot from Bogner. Gutierrez down on the bottom side. Tyler right in behind him. Her up here trying to mix it up as well. Right to his low side is Hansen. 2 wide. Nobody going 3 wide for the moment, Jim. They worked their way down the backstretch for the first time.
Yeah, we got off to a good clean start. I noticed that Joshua Parrott started off in the pits tonight. So I'm guessing there must have been a penalty involved in that somehow, but it's going to be interesting to see, or he just did that to stay out of trouble and going to make it up later in the race. Be interesting to see if he can recover from that. At a track like this, he probably can.
Yeah, man, you got plenty of time to be able to try to gather it back up front 3, single file, starting to gas up and get on out of here. 70 laps will be the race here tonight. Obviously going to lap 30 for that stage caution. This one will back her down and get her lined up for the power line 105 here tonight at Atlanta Echo Park Speedway, however you want to look at it. That's where we're at here tonight for I2I. Up front, Gutierrez, Tyler, Nordane. They're trying to get out of here. Hansen trying to make it a 4-horse race, trying to latch on, get a hold of that 60. Behind them, it's double wide. Nash down on the bottom side. Up top, you got Kerr up here trying to make something happen as well. Suggs right there with them as well. And Bogner leading up on the outside lane. 2 of them. The help is way behind them, way back there. And outside trying to get it going. Front 4, like I said, they are gone. They're double wide behind them going into 1 and 2.
Yeah, the cars are starting to wiggle now. They're up to speed, and that dirty air is kicking around out there. I got out there and tried to do a little running last night, goofing off in the 87s, man, and I forgot that I don't drive race cars too much anymore. I was all over the place, man. That was a hot mess.
Yeah, if I try to get in one of these here lately, I haven't done a whole lot of racing myself. But Jim, I've ran a lot of laps here at Echo Park Speedway. I've done a lot of laps here, especially in these Xfinity cars. And one thing I do know for certain is this place is, believe it or not, more about handling than what it would be at Daytona and Talladega. There would be more worrying about the handling portion of it because of just how fast this place is, how fast you're going, and just how quick you can get around here. One thing also, the guys that's on the bottom side, caution is out. We got Cameron Sorrow back here flip-flopping back. James Tate, 71, sliding back as well, bringing out the first caution of the event. I'll talk about the handling portion of it here in a little bit, Jim, after we see what exactly happened to these guys. Somebody tried to go 3 wide. Oh, damn.
Looks like
There we go.
The 25 or the 26. Who was that? They got into the wall there. Is that Sorrow? No, it wasn't Sorrow. Let's see if we can see that. Yeah, somebody got up into the wall there. Paint scheme doesn't let you.
Looks like Sorrow right in behind the 32 right here.
Yeah, well, that is Sorrow.
Yeah, Cameron Sorrow getting in. 23 gets him. Ryan Hodges tags him. Tate, just innocent bystander, he gets involved as well. James Tate goes around. He'll be at the back of the pack right here.
Hodges got a meatball out of that, man. Let's see how he got it. Behind Sorrow there. He's running that Dale Jr. Kind of looking sides. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. He got it. He got it from both sides. He kind of got sandwiched. Oh, he ain't done yet. Hold on.
Damn.
He's still wrecking.
Yeah, Caleb Ross right there, 27 outside, getting a piece of it as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the Dale Jr. throwback. That's when he had Elvis on the car.
Yeah, yeah.
I know my Dale Jr. history, Jim. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big
I like the one with the 3 doors down on it. I like the one with the 3 doors down paint scheme on it. I like that one too. That was a good one.
You know that when I owned a nightclub in Louisiana back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and I was lucky enough to have 3 doors down play for me there at the nightclub.
No kidding.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. I had a bunch of mostly
Brad Arnold and all of them. Huh?
mostly old 80s stuff though. Mostly like you know, I just had a flashback to the guy sliding into his own pit box last week. Let me just say that reel has gone crazy this week. I posted a reel of that dude sliding into the pit box. You know, that was so good.
Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff right here on MotorMath Broadcasting. Real quick, if you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe, MotorMath Broadcasting. Keep the love going. Jim, this channel's kind of lit up. Like, I mean, it's kind of lit up with like wildfire, you know, like you were saying, you know, that post is kind of blown up. A lot of, you know, leagues, you know, and a lot of views, a lot of likes, a lot of subscribes. So if you're not a part of this, you're missing out big time. Make sure you like and subscribe.
We haven't even been around a year yet, man, and it still blows me away that we are approaching 1,000 subscribers, and we haven't even been here a year yet. I went and looked because I had no idea when my first real broadcast was, and my first real race broadcast was in June of last year. So on the channel. I mean, I was obviously broadcasting for other people before that, but yeah. So not even a year yet.
Coming up on a year anniversary, Jim. Maybe had to do a little something special for us here tonight or here on MotorMath Broadcasting.
Yeah,
when we get
you
to
and I
that
both
year
will
deal.
broadcast drunk. It'll be great. So what
There ain't
got
no
me
telling what's going to happen on that one.
early before this, we'll go back green here real quick. When I got distracted doing the grid, I looked up and I see that Gerald Poole is commenting in the chat. Well, I'm assuming that's Gerald Poole from I'm assuming from the XCal. Isn't that his name, right? Gerald Poole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he is a wealth of information during those broadcasts when he's not racing and up there doing that. And last week he raced it, but then he got out and he went, and we missed him in YouTube chat. We didn't know that he was going to be up there, but yeah. So anyway, that's I just saw Gerald Poole out there and want to give him a shout out because I tell you what, man, when it comes to the XCal Street Stock League that we broadcast here on Tuesday nights, which is, by the way, the premier money street stock league in the country. And Gerald Poole owns like 5 cars in that league, I think, and he's a wealth of information. Just anytime we have a question, we just ask, and he answers it in YouTube chat for us.
Absolutely, Gerald Poole. Obviously, thank you very much for what you do for XCal, and not only XCal, but for the sim racing community. Obviously, real big in the sim racing community as well. Here we go. They're stacking up a little bit way back there in the back, but green flag back in the air. Luke Gutierrez blinking a little bit. Blinky, blinky. Oh, no. Blinky, blinky. But he still holds it. Internet finally kicked back in gear. that McDonald's Wi-Fi lined up. Luke Gutierrez taking it up at the front. Joe Nordine. I'm sorry, Jim. I say it all the time. Joe Nordine second. Corey Hansen. Johnny Suggs. Christopher Hurd. That's the top 5 right now. They work their way around. Suggs up here trying to make it a good run. Her up there, front 5, now make it 6, not yet. Front 5, second 5, we're getting a little bit iffy back here. 32, Ryan Simmons almost got up into the fence going into 1.
Well, that's because the 63 and him door bumped each other there.
Door banging, baby.
Door banging, that sounds like a podcast.
It damn sure does. That has not been updated in quite some time. It will very soon. May blow a couple people's minds when that episode comes out. But everybody kind of starting to get single file right here, Jim. And, you know, I think what everybody may end up having a plan on right now is just keeping it single file right here for the most part, unless you get a run and you take a shot, you got somebody to help you. But for the most part, everybody down in the center. Grand Pepe has the moonshot from Granny right down on that white and red line that you cannot pass below that line to improve your position. Obviously, Trey Graber, race directors, they'll black flag you, they'll bust your tail. Jim, another thing like I was talking about before we had that caution was the handling portions of of what could happen here. These guys running on the bottom side in these Xfinity or O'Reilly series, however you want to look at it, cars. You're running on the Busch series, screw it, Busch Grand National, however you want to look at it, nationwide, whatever. If you're on the inside, you're going to see just like that 21 right there, Jake Miller sliding up. Inside lane, you are going to get tight. You're going to get so tight down there on that bottom side because you're having to turn the wheel more going into the corner, and it's going to eat up that right front tire. Up on the top side, believe it or not, you actually get looser up there on that top side. You're going to get tight regardless any way you come around here, but you're not going to be as tight up on the top side. And I have had that occasion where you ride up there on the top side for numerous amount of laps and just keep on trucking, and eventually you start to kind of snap loose a little bit off of forward two. So everybody down on the bottom side, you will start to see some of these guys going in the corners with the long runs. They will start to lift out of the gas. Especially if they start getting too wide, because guys on the inside's going to have to lift. If they don't, they're going to cut or slide right up, door bang the outside, and then you're going to have a hell of a wreck.
Yeah, no, you're right. And I would say that I was just going to point out Josh Perrin had now was working his way up through the field as that first caution got him all tightened back up with the rest of the field. So we'll start to see his progression here. The 75 car is way back. Was significantly further up because I was admiring the paint scheme earlier, and he has been slipping back. He is back 11 spots right now. I don't know. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong car. He's back 5 spots, but he was up further than that at one point. I don't know why he is dropping back. I don't know if his car's a little ill handling or what. But, obviously handling is more important at Daytona than it is at Talladega, because the track is smoother at Talladega and it's wider, and handling's not as important. I would argue that here, because this track is shorter, being 1.5 miles, that it probably plays. That's part of the reason that it's much more important that the car handles here, because you don't have the track width, and you also the track is shorter, so you're in the corners more here than you would be at a Daytona or a Talladega. You agree with that? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that 100%. And also with the, how the track banking is, it's obviously not 31 degrees or 33 degrees as well. So obviously you're still hauling the mail, as we're already seeing a couple guys going down pit road. Another thing about this, Jim, you see the pit road, everybody has got to enter going into turn number 3. Caution is out, though.
Oh.
It busted some of these guys right here coming out of the pits.
Well, they're going to have to get out, right? I mean, because pit road's going to close.
Yeah, I mean, the stage caution has not happened, but they are going to go ahead and let them ease on back up, because they did technically not come down pit road. Stage caution ain't happened yet. Some of them, though, Nash, Bogner, Nogue, Hone, they're going to dump it down and go ahead and jump it down pit road and get service.
There was a crash, though. So.
Ooh. Yeah.
All right, so let's see if we can figure out what happened.
Devin Trusty possibly 26.
Tyler looks like he's involved in that. There's a bunch of.
Oh, damn! Oh, 99.
Oh, he's back up in the. Oh my God!
Oh, good God!
You know it's coming.
Yeah.
Oh my.
In the words of the great Jim Ross,
not
good
yet.
God Almighty.
Not yet. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Hold on. Let's see. So that was. Yeah, hold on to that because it's coming. Where's?
Oh yeah.
Let's go. We're just gonna watch it from his perspective at this point.
Oh my Lord. You talking about spilling some damn Lucky Charms?
Oh no, the milk and all is gone. Yeah. That's something like
Milk
you.
Hill.
That's something like
Milk
you.
Hill.
That's something like a
Boxes
kid
gone.
would do there. That just did a whole bowl hit the floor. Jesus Christ.
No, that right there is like my 8-month-old son taking a whole box of Lucky Charms and just shaking the crap out of it, shaking it everywhere, and it gets all over the kitchen, and Mama's got to clean it up.
It makes
Yeah,
all
of course,
the
I would
pretty-
have to help her, but
Makes all the pretty colors fly, Daddy. All right.
yeah,
Now.
good pet of colors.
Now it's time.
Yeah, everybody coming down pit road getting service as well, and now
Yeah.
it is time for the famous opportunity, as we will ride on board
Yes, we
with
will.
David Harbottle.
Say it.
God help us all. Hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your ex-wives if you're sitting right there beside of them. Even if you're with your wife and your ex-wife at the same time, that's a bad deal. Everybody trying to pit. Oh, good God. And it bam! Ironically enough, I hear Freebird playing off a Budweiser commercial on my TV, and Freebird is right. Flying like a bird.
Wow.
He was free as all get out, and he's probably going to be done for the evening. I will just go ahead and call it like I see it on that one,
Well, they
Jim.
have a fast repair.
I believe they have a fast repair. You are correct, Jim, but here's the thing, though. He had to tow. So he's already going to be down at least 2 to 3 laps having to tow
Oh, it
that
shouldn't
number
take that
99
long.
car.
Not here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll
Oh,
see.
yeah. The
We'll see how it all
towing
shakes out.
is unbelievable. The towing is unbelievable.
Well, he's already out of pit road,
can't
it looks
make it.
like. He on that. Oh, no, there he is. That's him on. No, that's not him. He's not even still on pit road. Look at the graph on the bottom. So he's off pit road already, huh? No? Why does it not show him on pit road? Oh, because he's been in 3 minutes already. That's why. I capped it at 2 minutes. It takes him off.
He might be out, Jim.
No, he's still down there. I'm watching it on the timing and scoring. Speaking of that, we saw Luke Gutierrez take a ride like that last week. If we remember, Texas, he went flipping across the infield. That's another reel that did pretty well this week. People enjoyed that one. People enjoy it when you get wound up on one of these calls. And
When I get wound up on one of these calls.
yeah, when you get all excited
Okay.
and start, they love it. They love that when the reels do really well when you're all fired up. And last week you were fired up about everything because, you'd been drinking all day. Made for a great broadcast. Eventually,
Not all day.
well, long
But
enough
close
anyway.
Oh, yeah. It was long enough. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness! All right, let's see here. Now, of course,
I'll tell you this. I slept great that night. I
bet
will.
you did.
I will tell you that. I don't remember it, but I know I slept good that night.
let's see
Here we
what
go, though. That's what you had off the last one. Look, everybody kind of jumping on down, just getting some gas. They ain't worried about the tires at this point.
Nah, not here. Not
Trying
here.
to play a little strategy, not right now, but they will obviously within the next 10 laps. We have that stage caution, green flag back in the air. Devin Trusty put it on lap 7. So he's been out there for quite some time. About another 8 laps is when everybody else jumped it on down. And Trusty in the 26, jumping on out there, got a pretty good little lead. Nordine, now he'll go to second. Gutierrez will go to third. Then Court Hansen and Christopher Hurd. That is the top 5. Rest of the top 10, you find Johnny Suggs, the third. Ryan Simmons, Jason Reeves, Joshua Parrott, who actually started from the pits, was way back there at the damn back.
Yep. Now
And
look
how
at him.
about Cameron Sorrow up here trying to mix it up as well? The 29, he had issues a while ago. He's up here inside the top 10.
Yep, sure is. That's pretty impressive. Parent made a big jump on that gas pit stop there. You know, and of course they only got to get to stage break at 30, which these cars on green flag laps run roughly about 20 laps on fuel there. Look at Trusty, man. That car is all over the place down there. I was going to pull up his telemetry because he has not. Oh no, he pitted on lap 7, so he's going to be the closest to making it on fuel as anybody. Everybody else is pitted in 18-19 range, so Trusty kind of rolling the dice there a little bit, but I think it's going to pay off, except for the fact that he's going straight backwards here.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, these guys got 2 sets of tires. That's why you didn't see nobody really pit. And obviously 30% of fuel is what they got. So about 20 laps on a forward take. And, that's before the draft. So if they can lift, maybe try to make something work. That's why you see everybody dropping on down. Trusty getting kicked backwards. Big time. Reeves getting kicked up top side rather. Parrott gonna slide him up there as well. Ryan Simmons right there in the 32. Gonna jump it down to the inside as well. You got Cameron Sorrow back there behind him, but up front it's all Joe Nordine. Luke Gutierrez, Cor Hansen, Johnny Suggs the third. Parrott up top trying to get some help behind him in the form of Reeves. He's not able to get close enough to get to him. Jim, I got to be honest with you, that throws me off every damn time when I'm sitting there calling for Jason Reeves, and my last name's Reeves. It throws me off every time. Reeves going up on the outside, and I'm like, damn, it kind of throws me off a little bit. It really does.
Well, I do find it weird when I see the name Cunningham, out
There's
there.
one in this race.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah. And I was a wild young man traveling around the country. You never know. I could have some. Never mind. We won't. But speaking of racing names, and he also is running that Dale Jr. Earnhardt. Like you said, that's a racing name. Well, the thing is, that old boy's a racer too, man. Let me tell you, Suggs is fast. I've seen him around this league for a couple seasons now. I don't do a lot of broadcasting on Saturday nights because that makes the wife unhappy. That's our, family night, as you're well aware of yourself. We're both here doing it right now, but Johnny Suggs, man, is fast. He was right there last season for the truck championship as well. So part of that Spartan racing team, they did a draft this league for teams, and I've got to update it because we've had some new guys come in and some additions to the teams, and I did not get to update it yet this week. Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, that 75 paint scheme sticks out. Purple,
Pretty cool looking stuff right there with a 75 right there. Way up at the top side, almost got a little bit iffy right there as well. They come into the line of lap 30. Obviously, at the end of this, we will have the caution for the stage. Nordine still holding on. Nope, they're going to call it right at 30. So Joe Nordine will end up getting the stage win. And damn it all, he's going to try to run away from him the best that he possibly can. That is the finishing order, obviously.
Yeah, for the stage there.
There it is. Nordine, Gutierrez, Court Hansen, Joshua Parrott, Johnny Suggs the third. Obviously, then you got Reeves, Trusty, Dingman, Herr, and Nash, the top 10.
Something, Parrott starts from the pit row, finishes the stage in fourth place. Man.
And everybody, and Jim, I have saw out in the live chat where people have got straight up PO'd about that. This is crazy. When's another one? I saw it out there in live chat. I tell you, just like I'm sitting in another league. Figure out a way to beat him. That's all you got to do. Figure out a way to beat him. You get mad and everything else because he's up here finishing up at the front. Figure out a way to beat him.
Yeah, or kick him out of the league. One of the two.
Yeah, I mean, you got options, but
You know.
I think everybody's going to come down right here and fill it up
Yeah.
as much as they possibly can, obviously with a 30% of fuel.
I think you'll
and
get,
obviously going to take
everybody
those
will
4 tires
Yeah,
back.
the ones that haven't taken tires yet are going to certainly take them here for sure. But that's probably going to shuffle this up just a little bit because there are some guys that took tires back on lap 19. So they're going to be able to just gas and go here. And so it could mix up our top 10 just a little bit.
Yeah, and remember, I mean, you got 2 sets of tires. Remember, that's what these guys has got, and obviously that's, one on the car, and one of the actually no, two. Excuse me.
Right.
Yeah, see, they screwed me up on that a long time ago. That screwed me up a long time ago when they always sat there and said, okay, you got 2 sets of tires. Okay, well, obviously that's one on the car and one in the pits. That's what we always have been told. Now it's actually flipped. If it's 2 sets of tires, that's what they got 2 laying. So get screwed up on that one sometimes, but.
So Nordine
Race
still got
road. There we go.
He did not take
Nordine.
tires.
Yep.
So let's see. Who's our first car that took tires?
Looks like it's going to be Joshua Parrott.
It does look like that, which is still
Hanson
crazy.
maybe take 2.
Yeah,
Hanson maybe took 2.
Yeah, I think that's probably what he did, was take 2. We'll look at it here in a second. Let everybody mostly get off pit road here, and we'll pull it up and see. By the way, let's see if this is going to work. I hope it does.
Jim, while you're thinking about that,
Well, I think about a lot of things, but go ahead. No.
Well, I mean.
What?
We got beef.
What you got beef with?
I got some beef. Look, I got some beef. Look, you know me. As we're getting ready for a restart here real quick, I just got to throw this out there because I don't get to do a lot on my podcast. So I just want to throw this out there. You know me. I love my baseball. I love my baseball. I love my Atlanta Braves. I love watching baseball and everything else. Here is the problem that I have got. They have this rule now, Jim. I don't know if you know it as we're doubling up for this restart with this ABS rule that they've got going on right now. Have you heard anything about this?
No.
But the ball strikes thing, where if they have an automated system basically, where if the batter thinks, or the batter or the catcher, if they sit there and they think that, okay, the umpire calls a ball when they thought it was a strike, they can call it, and then the system can go, on it and everything else.
Oh, no.
You haven't heard of that?
No, and I don't.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
That's
Here's
BS. I don't.
Well,
like that.
here's the problem I've got. Yeah, I agree. I don't like that rule, but when I have sat here for the past 2 days, and I have watched baseball for the past 2 days, and watched how many damn blown calls some of these umpires have made, I think they need more than 2.
Well, but
I think,
okay.
I think
look,
I think I need 2 more, or I think I need about 4 on the teams.
I
That's
don't know.
bull. They're missing calls left and right.
That changes the way the game is played, though, man.
They get better umpires.
Well, the human factor's part of it. It's been
They
part
make
of
all
it for,
kinds of money.
It's been over 100 years. It's been part of it. But you know
Jim,
what?
them
We're
umpires
going
make
back
more
green
than I
right
do,
here.
and they suck. That's my beef. They make more money than I do, and they can't do their damn job.
Well,
Green flag back in the air.
I'll tell you like you tell Joshua Parrott. Then go out there and beat them. Go get a job umpiring and do better.
I'm not an umpire. I can't do it. But they're on a national stage. I'm not. Green flag back in the air. Joe Nord. Well, I may be at this point right here.
You are on
but,
a national stage.
Right now, I probably am. But Joe Nordine up here leading. Jason Reeves right up behind him. Luke Gutierrez and Mark Dingman. Suggs the third back there behind him as well. Parrott up here mixing it up as well. Court Hansen, Christopher Herr, Ryan Simmons. Cameron Sorrow up here mixing it up. All these guys up here inside the top 10 as they work their way around. Crash in the back. Sorrow, damn it, I just called his name. He's going to go for a spin. We got another one going around as well. Mini Biggin right here in the middle of them. 73, Brian Nash getting involved. He took a hell of a hit as well. Caution is out once again as we're back at it right here on this restart. There you saw Sorrow. He got hooked. And then, wow, Nash took a hell of a hit. Hard in the outside rotated wall. Miller slams into him as well. And Sorrow took a hell of a ride as well. He went head first into the wall. Nash went head first into the wall. Nash almost had it missed. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
It's getting hot, Jim.
It is. It is indeed. Let's go back and see this stuff.
Oh, this is going to be a rough hit
No,
right
I
here.
didn't want that yet.
Not yet. There's Sorrow, but Nash takes the worst hit out of it. Looked like Sorrow and Miller might have initiated all this and kind of got it straightened out. And Sorrow just gets tagged in the right rear.
Yeah.
Maybe by Miller, maybe. Oh,
No,
wow. Miller
no,
just the wall comes down and nails him.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yep.
And whoever the green car was nailed Nash and right rear hooked him and set him head first into the wall.
Who was that? That one?
No, it was a black and green car.
Well, that is black and green.
No. It's more black and green than that. Nah, that ain't the William Byron one. That's a different one. See, Miller, obviously, he's got a meatball flag as well. He's in a bad spot.
Yeah, this is.
It was solid black and green, Jim. That one right there, the one that bounced up, hit the wall, and
yeah.
It comes down and cleans out Brian Nash. That one right up the hill that just got into him. I believe that might have been the 48 of Jaden Bogner.
You think?
I believe so.
Go.
Yes, it was. It was Jaden Bogner. Took me a minute, Jim.
Hey, you're slow, but you're old, so it's okay.
I feel like it. I do feel like it. Sometimes I do feel old. I feel older every single day.
Well, you are. That's the crazy thing. You do get older every single day.
Yeah. It gets worse.
See, look.
Yeah. Still coughing. Still got all this damn pollen has gotten to me. It is what it is. Jim, can we hide our wives and hide our kids and our ex-wives real quick on Brian Nash real quick? Because Brian Nash took a hell of a hit. Believe it or not, he's still on the lead lap. I don't see how, but he is.
Yeah. Well, I honestly don't know that shot he took was as hard as you might think it was. But we will see.
It looked like it. Here we go. See the contact right here. There's Sorrow. Miller, you see him bounce up, hit the wall. Sorrow goes around. He got lift off, Jim.
He did get
and then got hit by Miller. So,
And then the two just like, the wreck's all over and the two just comes in and just hits him. I mean, at that point, you just, you can't, the brakes aren't working or what? I don't know.
Probably not. Well, I mean, he probably already got wrecked, so he probably hit the loud pedal, which that loud pedal means get the hell out of there. That's what that means. So, that obviously right there with Jake Miller.
Anybody pitting here? Nobody that wasn't involved, I don't think, no.
No, see Parrott, I believe Parrott went in.
Did he again?
Tendo, obviously, Brian. Yeah, yes, he absolutely did. Jim, I think possibly just top it off.
He did, yeah.
Yes, him top off, Tendo topped off.
I ain't gonna question nothing that dude does. So, with his track
Trusty
record,
looked like he topped off as well. Yep.
Yep. By the
Well,
way,
alrighty then.
Thank you to everybody out there in chat that's engaging with us tonight, or just in general engaging in chat. But if you got any questions for us, let us know. We'll be glad to let Jake.
You want any shout outs?
The expert. Yeah, we'll let Jake the expert answer.
Yeah, if you got an anniversary or something like that, you want us to holler out or whatever.
Right.
Keep it appropriate. Keep it appropriate. Let's not get crazy here.
No.
With some kind of weird, wild anniversary. But if you got one, by all means, light it up. I'll be glad to do it. I'll be glad to do it, Jim.
What does your brain have to do to come up with a wild anniversary?
Not a marriage. Not a marriage or a date, and it might be something off the wall. I mean, who knows? Who knows, Jim?
Don't
you know how the
say
world
off
is
the
today.
wall at a race broadcast. That's bad.
No, we want them on the wall, I
know
guess,
what?
which is what each of them is running right now up
Hey.
on the high side line,
Hey.
high side tickler line.
Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's crank it up real quick. Let y'all think on it for your anniversary shout-outs. Let's crank it up. Here on a Saturday night in Hot Atlanta. Motorbike Broadcasting. Crank it up, folks. Coming back to 29 to go here in Hot Atlanta. 29, obviously, this is when Kevin Harvick got his very first win in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series of when it was back in 2001, driving for the late, great Mr. Dale Earnhardt, who was good here as well. Not on the super speedway, but obviously on the legacy version. And everybody's starting to form up, get her rocking and rolling. Happy birthday to Soup out there in the live chat.
Oh, big wreck.
Happy birthday for the redneck announcers. We got a hell of a wreck. Good Lord, I think somebody spilled their soup back there off of turn number 4. It just absolutely imploded right in the middle of the field, Jim. And caution is out once again.
Well,
I think that one there may be the big one.
You know what happened there? You
What's that?
just threw soup out there, and look what happened. You
Yeah.
tossed soup out
Get
into the
slippery.
race, and then look what happened.
It's slippery.
It did.
It's slippery out there on the
Exactly.
racetrack.
That's exactly what happened.
Let's see what happens right here. 32 Simmons, like 72 right there. Hansen gets sideways. Johnson involved, and hell, pretty much the whole field.
Yeah, it looked like
Parrott involved as well.
was he?
Yeah, Joshua Parrott, 22, getting involved. Saw another on the bottom of the racetrack. It's one right there that looked like they had either grass or sparks or something. There's Parrott, got knocked around, kicked
So,
sideways.
It looked like
Stamper involved.
it looked like the 72 got loose and wiggled, and then the somebody got into it.
See what happened. Sides up, gets up under the wall, just tries to come down. Simmons is there. Damn, Simmons, goodness.
I tell you what, there was a
Killed
couple
his
of big
car.
shots, though. Whoever that is, 60. Chris Holmes.
Goodness.
I do love that
Sim-
helmet paint scheme.
I do too.
That's another junior.
Simmons
paint
in
scheme.
Simmons in that chili in that
Chili's
Chili's
car.
car though.
Yeah. Yeah, he
That
did.
right there, yeah, that what Jim, that right there is what it looks like when you don't pay for your dinner at Chili's and you try to dine and dash. That's exactly what happens to you right there. You get totaled.
Is that what happened?
Yes, that's exactly what it looks like. He didn't pay for his dinner and he got
Now I
straight
gotta-
up totaled.
Now I gotta
32.
find him just for the sake of. Well, he's still sitting there. Look. Bad news, man. Look.
He nailed that
Well,
wall.
he tried to dine and dash, like you said. Look what happened. The thing was,
Tried.
man,
It
he
worked.
was involved early on, but really wasn't nothing to do with him. I mean, it just the 72
He's just
got
in a
the
bad
wall.
spot right here.
Yeah,
Yep.
just-
Whoop,
yeah.
Bam! I mean, the 80
I tell you
stamper
who
was
else-
right there. Just made it more hellacious of a
16.
hit.
The 16 car took a big shot there too. Pretty sure that's the 16. Even though he's not running the Biffle paint scheme. Yeah, that's him.
16, that's Cody Johnson.
Yeah, watch Cody Johnson in this mess. He takes a couple of big shots.
the ride is worth the fall. I mean, damn, what a fall. Bam, bam, bam. Slammed in there. 14 gets him as well. Hansen come down as well.
Man, what a mess.
What a mess indeed. But that's what you get with a 70-lapper at Atlanta on a Saturday night. About the drinking time, I guess you could say, on the East Coast, Jim. That's what you get, and you get entertainment out of it.
It
baby.
certainly is drinking time for those guys that potentially are knocked out of this race, you know. It's, I mean, you know, obviously, you know, the likes of Ryan Hodges, you know, he's been out for a while now. He's probably three or four drinks in, if you know. Cody Johnson,
yeah, maybe
you know.
Ross.
Yeah, Ross, Caleb Ross. He's probably several drinks in. Zachary
I was
Tyler.
thinking Zach. Well, Zach may
He's
not be
probably
3 or
one
4
in.
drinks in.
No,
he may be one.
right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still out there on the racetrack. He's 11 laps down, but it may be 2 in. It depends on how much damage he had off of his incident earlier. Yeah, let's see what we got.
No,
right there.
I just wanted to see if it was working. There was some kind of technical issue. It wasn't working on my last 2 broadcasts, so I just wanted to see if it was back fixed now. And while I had a second. Lights are out on the pace car here. I tell you what, man, Nordine and Gutierrez, they've been up front all night. And there's Jason Reeves back up there again in that 75. He just can't seem to stay up there, man. I don't know what it is, but he's been washing back a couple of times. Johnny Suggs up there in the 15, which is also an Earnhardt Racing. Well, I guess they don't really exist anymore, but Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. You know,
no, they're a museum now.
Yeah. We drove by there, didn't know it. We were going up through that Mooresville area up there and all, and just drove right by the place there. Didn't even know it was going to be there. And man, what a beautiful facility. Of course, there's a lot of beautiful facilities up there, but
Beautiful stuff. You know what else is beautiful, Jim? Close to 40 watching here in the live chat here tonight.
that's what I'm talking about.
Beautiful Saturday night. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. Let us know out there in the live chat. Peachtree Gaming, I'm 3. Hell of a way to put a chat in there, baby. Gone at it, green flag back in the air. Joe Nordine, Luke Gutierrez, Johnny Suggs, Jason Reeves, Christopher Herr, the top 5 with Dingman, Kendall, Tate, Bogner, Thomas, that's the top 10. Braxton Merrifield up 16 spots. He's up in 11th. Dingman's up 20, up in the 6th spot. You see him right there in the 88 on the inside of obviously Christopher Herr. Nordine leads it as of right now. Gutierrez right there is with him as well. There's Suggs, Reeves down to the inside trying to make a shot. And look at Zach Tyndall up 12 spots. He's got a hell of a run on the outside lane as well.
Somebody in the wall back there. Find them, another back there. They're off the pace, whoever it was.
Off the pace, trying to get it back going, but up front, Gutierrez up on the top side with 23 to go. Oh, big stack up, Dingman. Herr, they get stacked up on the inside lane. Tate had to get out of the gas, almost ran him over. And now Nordine gonna gas it up, take the top side, take Luke Gutierrez with him.
Johnny
Suggs the
Suggs.
third up as well. Oh, God, Tyndall just got nailed. Bogner just nails him right in the back end, almost sends him around. Trying to get the outside lane rolling, but bump drafting in the corner, Jim, something you don't want to do when you're here in Atlanta. You don't want to do it in general, but you damn sure don't want to do it here.
Nope.
But a bump draft going into the corners, and check out who is up here in the middle of this. David Harper. Wow, the Lucky Charms has not been spilled just yet, but he's got 21 more laps to try to make sure they don't get spilled all over the damn house.
I tell you what, to see him back up here after what happened to him, man, alive, that's crazy. You know, but he stayed out. He stayed out earlier though to get a lap back. You know, because he stayed out and was at the front of the line, and they waved him around.
Like Mark Dingman took an opportunity to jump down pit road going into 3. That's the pit road here at the new Atlanta with 20 to go. Obviously, you'll see it right here as they work their way down the backstretch. You'll see drivers ducking down below the red and white line. There's a line right there where that green line is. They got to get it down on that inside of that white line you see right here on the very, very bottom of the apron, going through 3 and 4. They got to keep it down there going into the pits. That is a safety precaution that way, Jim. You know, we see it time and time again with 19 to go here tonight in Atlanta. You see it time and time again when we go to Daytona and Talladega. You can cut it off a turn 4 and just jump on down pit road, no problem. You know, you can just make it. I mean, hell, everybody's able to do it. This place, obviously, very much smaller. Actually, a mile smaller. Compared to the Daytona and Talladega likes, as Perry just sent Chris Hone up into the damn wall. Door banged him, sent him all the way up on the outside, slamming him up there. But back to what I was talking about the pit road, Jim. You love that, don't you? They got to have time to be able to get slowed down, because if they try to do it here in Atlanta and everybody just tries to cut down, I've done it. We've all went through it. When, you know, the new Atlanta started before the whole pit road deal started. People were trying to cut down pit road. There was people causing cautions just for the hell of it, so we wouldn't have to have a green flag pit stop and everybody get totaled going into the pits. So that's it. It happens. So I love how iRacing did that. I love how NASCAR made that implement for the new Atlanta as well.
Yeah, it's definitely. Oh, there they are lining them up. Look.
There it is. And this should get them into the fuel window, Jim. This should make it. They should be able to make it right here.
Yeah, everybody should be able to make it from this point on. My question is somebody going to screw this up and cause a caution and trap a bunch of the guys in this field a lap down here? You really got to, you got to worry about that at this point. So let's see so the guys out on track, like say Tyndall out there.
Goes Bogner.
Yeah, let's just see where he's at on fuel. Yeah, he's getting low, so they're getting there.
Yeah, last time he pitted was lap 36, Jim. Look about this. Jason Reeves out there. He pitted on 31.
Did he really?
So very, very intriguing.
Oh, yeah.
Reeves is going to have to figure out a way to get his tail down on that bottom side.
He is.
He's going to run out of gas on the top side, and he's going to cause a hell of a wreck. David Harbottle might actually spill his Lucky Charms before it's all said and done. Daniel Nogue jumping down pit road. He went down, one into 3. He's trying.
Oh, he's in the wall.
Goes Harbottle. There goes Reeves. Caution is out. Devin Ollie tried to get down. He told him he wanted down, and nobody let him down, and there it went.
Wow. Yeah.
Bad as I got to say it, Jim, I hate it for him. But damn it, he knew he was probably running low on gas. He should have made an opportunity to get down. Somebody should have let him get down, and they didn't let him. Jim.
Look, you can see right here, he was trying to come
he's
down.
He's on gas. He's trying. Trusty just wouldn't let him. But, I mean, he already had screwed the pooch. He didn't make it going into 2. Or into 3, excuse me. So
you
it didn't
think
work.
he ran out there?
I think he's out of gas. Honestly, I think he's out of gas. Yep. Pours it straight into the pits right here. And Jim, hey, they got to be careful on the gas. And guess what? I got to play it for Jason Reeves here tonight. This is for Jason Reeves, Jim.
And that'll do it. Woo! Start the buses. Poor Larry, a crown.
He's done.
Yeah. You love that one. Poor
I love
Larry,
it.
a crown. All right, so what I want to do here real quick is I wanted to go.
They're going to be pouring no crown in hot Atlanta for the Braves tonight because we are getting our tails whooped. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, well, that's another story.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that didn't work. I wanted to go on board with him. And let's see.
Look at his RPMs, Jim.
Yeah, no, you
Look.
can hear it. You can hear it. He was
flickering, baby.
to sputter, yeah.
Yeah. Out of gas.
I mean, yeah, It's like you said, man.
Carl Childers would say on Sling Blade, ain't got no gas in it. That's what he got. He ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas.
Yep, ain't got no gas in it. They done. Caution's out, though. Devin Trusty got to stay out on the racetrack, pitted on 43.
Yeah.
Remember, they go about 20 laps.
I don't.
Damn, I'd already
gamble
went.
there. I don't know, man. He might.
That's a hell of a gamble.
Gambling. So let's see. 32 staying out, but he's a lap down, right?
Yeah, gonna take the flip
So-
and try to get around right here.
You know what I talked about there, trapping his field, guys a lap down here. I guess they're all going to get their lap back, right? Because they'll go around and get it back here. And
No.
these other guys pit.
No, because Trusty has actually screwed everybody, to be honest with you. I believe.
By staying out?
I believe so. Yes. Trusty has stayed out. Zach Tyndall going to try to get back up here. He is technically in the second spot at 43 right there behind the 15.
What's he?
He's got to come around because he starts on the front row, Jim. Trusty did not pit. And that is going to trap Gutierrez, Suggs, Simmons,
yeah.
her. Got the 80 back there. He's trapped as well. Now, actually, the 80, Austin Stamper, actually, he is good.
Yeah, he's on the.
He is sitting in third. So Jake Miller back there in fourth. That whole deal with Trusty right there, he just screwed a bunch of them boys this one lap down. If he would have went down pit road, he still would have had the lead, obviously. But he trapped a lot of these heavy hitters one lap down. He screwed them big time right here on this restart. And he's going to start blinking out, believe it or not.
Right.
I can't believe this, Jim. That is a new one. That is a new one right there.
Wow.
I mean, and that's why I believe they're having to add a lap, Jim, is because Trusty did not go down.
Right.
You had Simmons, you had Gutierrez, you had her, you had Suggs, Court Hansen, all those guys was lined right up behind Trusty. Trusty never took that opportunity. He never went down. Obviously,
Well,
Tyndall, Stamper, Miller, all these guys went
try to
down.
make it from there. But it shows.
Hell of a gamble.
So it shows that he pitted on lap 43. 20 laps would be 63. No, man, that's.
It's a hell of a gamble.
It really
In all
is.
seriousness, it is a gamble.
I mean, even with caution flag laps, I mean, I don't see how you could make it from there, man. I mean, if he was back there fuel saving and drafting and trying really hard to fuel save, knowing that this was going to be a strategy, maybe. But then I look back at the last time he tried this earlier in the race, he stayed out, remember? And it didn't work out well for him. He ended up rocketing backwards. I don't know if this was a smart move or not, but, certainly there's 9 other cars in the top 10 that are thanking him big time right now because he just trapped some fast cars a lap down.
Damn sure did. Obviously, Daniel Nogue out there pitted on 43 as well. Barker.
Yep.
One. Out there in the live chat. Roll the dice, my God. We're in Vegas. We're in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. You just see it right there on the bottom. Green flag back in the air. Trusty going to dive it off into turn number 1. On a hell of a gamble. And Stamper up top. Parent is still on the lead lap in the 22.
Oh, yeah.
He put it on 57, so he's got a shot. 10 to go. Trusty, no help. None. None. Nobody. Parent going to go to the top side. Tyndall going to follow him. Stamper jumps out. He goes out to the front to the lead. The 32, Ryan Simmons. That is a battle back there for the Lucky Dog spot, Jim.
Yeah.
Think about that for a second. Lucky Dog spot going on right there as well. And you got the race lead going on up here between Stamper and Parrott. And all of it with 9 laps to go here tonight. Wow.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's an interesting strategy. But yeah, he sure did trap a lot of good cars a lap down there. Here comes Parent. This old boy, man, I tell you what, he's like a magnet when it comes to the front of these races, man. He just finds his way.
Damn sure does. Power Line 105 here tonight for I2I Motorsports. O'Reilly Series Championship Round 4 here at Atlanta. Parent, Stamper. Oh, boy, this is going to be good. Look at this right here. Look at where Parent started. He started ninth. Technically, he started ninth, but Jimmy qualified in the ninth spot.
Right.
He decided to start on pit road, and that is a normal deal. You can do that. You can start on pit road if you want to, just to miss out on the crashing and everything. You qualify to get the pit selection. And when you get a shot, damn it, Wagner back there with him. Some of these old boys down there, one lap down, no caution. Harbottle there as well. Bogner was the one that hit the wall. There goes Parent with Tyndall.
Yeah.
But Jim, back to what I was talking about the pit road deal and everything. I mean, you know, you can't do that, what Parent does, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've seen numerous drivers do that and just give pit selection and then say, screw it. I'm going to start from the pits, and I'll just start at the back.
And we're assuming that that's what he did. We don't know. They're I don't know what that's. It was a message. Sorry. I get so distracted. It's like squirrel. Yeah, well, I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, we're assuming that he started on pit road because he wanted to. There may have been a penalty involved. We don't have access to race control communicating with us on that, so we don't know 100% that there wasn't a penalty involved with that somehow. Maybe he ducked below the white line earlier on his qualifying thing.
Maybe.
But either way, with 5 laps to go, he's in the lead.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what the hell he did at that point. I mean, it worked out for him, and that's, hey, he's able to play the factors to make it up at the front. 4 to go. Tyndall, Stamper, they're trying to run him down with Parent right there. Actually, that is Christopher Herr that's right there in that mix, sitting in prime position for the Lucky Dog spot. If a caution wants to come out, Herr gets it and goes all the way around. Stamper's the 80 right there behind those guys. Then Hansen back there behind him as well. But with 3 to go right here at the line, Parent's looking like he's going to take another one right here. Jim, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Tyndall's got to get some help. He has got to literally be getting a hold of Christopher Herr and saying, I will buy you a steak dinner. I'll buy you a 6-pack. Hell, I'll buy you a 12-pack if you just shove me past Joshua Parent right here and let me get this win.
Yeah, indeed. I tell you what, man, it's well, to be honest, it doesn't look like anybody back there. It really looks like a strong enough car to push him past Parent. You know, there's nobody back there that looks like they're holding back at this point, you know?
Doesn't look like it, to be honest, Jim. 2 to go. Now Herr got to slide up. He'll let Stamper go. Obviously, the good man over Herr. That right there was a very smart move. Obviously, let Herr letting Stamper slide on up here. Obviously, the front 3 are racing for the win. So Herr going to slide on back here. Knew what was up. White flag, big lap. What is going to happen? Is Parent going to win him another one here tonight in Atlanta? There's Tyndall. Stamper got something to say. Tyndall backing off. Possibly going to try to get a run. Stamper not able to get up on the back door of him. Whoa, baby, that is going to be a bad deal right there. But Tyndall, big run. Going to take a shot. Parent up top. Tyndall down low. Oh, Parent gets tied. Tyndall down to the inside. Zach Tyndall, 43. Zach Tyndall is going to win it in Atlanta and Stamper and oh, God almighty, what a wreck in the line.
Yeah, that was a wreck, but that 43
Zach
got
Tyndall,
that race. He got that.
Zach Tyndall, Parent gets tied, slides up the hill, and Tyndall gets it. Stamper tried to take it 3 wide. Hole closed up. But back. Zach Tyndall gets the win. Parent, Stamper, Nordine, and Brian Nash, 73. Saw him take a LH's hit earlier. He still comes back with the top 5.
Yeah, let's take a look at that final lap there if we can.
Yeah, Jim, I mean, you see right there, obviously, that was when her let Stamper go. And Stamper sliding up here, Austin Stamper in the 80. He was up 22 spots, biggest mover of the race. We'll talk about him in a little bit. But gets right up on the back door of Tyndall. Tyndall backed up. I thought he was screwed right here at this point because Stamper wasn't able to stay right up on his back door and shove him going into 3. The run helped out. Something happened to Parrott.
He twitched.
He twitched going into 3. Not something you usually see out of Joshua Parrott. But then there you see it, just right there at the last second. Tyndall able to get a half a car length on him. Stamper tried to stick it in there and wasn't able to do it. All hell ends up breaking loose at the line.
Yeah, who was that car that went
in the end?
There?
Looked to me like
Nash?
Court Hansen.
No, it was Hansen?
I think it might have been Hansen. I think it was a 72 of Hansen.
That probably was the same. Yep, there we go. All right, let's give them one last one before we go into the results.
Why not?
All right, here we go.
Why not? The fans love it. All 38 of you out there in live chat. Get it. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your ex-wives. Seriously, if any of you is actually sitting there watching this with your wife and your ex-wife, I don't believe it. Here we go. See Hansen, just innocent bystander, damn it all. Barrel rolls once, twice, half. Once and a half rolling.
Yeah.
Mr. Hansen, literally, or is that HR Hansen? I thought it said Mr. Hansen right there on his dash. I really did, but it's HR Hansen. Okay.
Yes.
Whoops. Close.
Right. Well, he still is Mr. Hansen, but still.
Yeah, still Mr. Hansen, but he
right.
still gets a hell of a roll out of it. But here we go.
Let's get rid of all this stuff up here, and let's go get us some results and take a look at these results because that was exciting right there. That was good stuff.
Yeah, let's see what we got right here. Obviously, I2I, not LDL, I2I Motorsports O'Reilly Series Championship Round 4, Season 2. It is won by Zach Tyndall. There you see it. 70 laps. Didn't have to worry about overtimes, nothing like that, with 5 green flag lead changes between 8 different drivers, 6 cautions for 20 laps out of the 70 lapper here tonight. Remember, we had, obviously, the stage caution at lap 30. Austin Stamper, we talked about him. Hard Charger Award up 22 spots. Most laps led was Joe Nordine. Got that whole deal, kind of screwed him up earlier on with Caleb Ross for the fastest lap. And Luke Gutierrez getting the pole award. But when it was all said and done, he led 3 laps, shouting it out to Dale Earnhardt and up 18 spots. It was Zach Tyndall with Joshua Parrott and Austin Stamper. We'll talk to those guys here in just a little bit. They're waiting on us to hurry up and quit BSing. With Joe Nordine and Brian Nash, 4th and 5th. Then Jake Miller, Chris Hone, David Harbottle, Christopher Herr, and Court Hansen, who took a hell of a ride the last wild ride of the evening. Ends up getting 10th here tonight. Johnny Suggs, the 3rd, coming home with 11th. Steve Cunningham getting 12th. James Bogner. And Mark Dingman, 13th, 14th. Dingman actually up 12 spots as well. Luke Gutierrez, your pole award winner, ends up finishing 15th, a lap down with James Tate, Trevor Thomas, Braxton Merrifield, Devin Trusty had that strategy earlier on, wasn't able to work out for him. Daniel Nogue, top 20, rest of the field. Cody Johnson, Ryan Simmons, Sorrow, Reeves, Ross, Tyler, and Ryan Hodges, who is probably 3 sheets to the wind now when he was down 50 laps.
That's right.
That is the race rundown, the overall finishing order. Obviously, this is unofficial because, Jim, there ain't no telling. May get some penalties. Who knows?
Yeah,
This
it could
point.
happen.
Yeah, who knows? Jim, do we have any commercials, or are we just going to pull them straight in?
No, we're just going to pull them straight in. So,
let's pull
Let's
them
do
in,
that.
baby. Let's see what happens. Bring in a race winner, or do you want them all, Jim? How do you want it?
Pull them all in. We'll pull them all in, and we'll talk
Get
to
them all
them.
in here.
Yeah, we'll talk to them one at a time. Well, you're in the broadcast booth now.
All 3.
So.
Everybody chill.
Yeah,
Everybody chill. Do not incriminate yourself just
right.
yet.
Yeah,
but
save that.
Zach Tyndall, baby, coming home with a win here tonight. 43 SDP, throwing an old school back. Zach, buddy, congratulations on the win. Tell us about that last lap pass right there, Parrott. Looked like he snapped a little loose up there. What was your take on it? Congratulations on the win, buddy.
Hey, thanks, man. It's been great to race with these guys. It was a great race. Just pretty much stayed in the back for most of the race and tried to be conservative and avoid all the chaos. And then had some good strategy and put us up front and got to draft with Joshua and Austin there. And I got a little bit of a run on Joshua, and I went to the high side and then kind of ducked back low and managed to get around him there for the win. So great race for us.
Yeah, that was fantastic, man. Yeah, it looked like, and of course we'll talk to Joshua in a second here, but it looked like that when you faked that move high and then came back low, he might have maybe let his car run up just a little bit to kind of block you there. And when he did, it looked like his car got a little loose on him there, and he had to correct it, and that was just enough to get you by. Really, the 80 helped you a lot there when. No, I'm sorry, never mind. Ignore that. The 80 got let by one of the lap cars, which put him in the mix there. But that's another story. But anyway, congratulations, man! What a phenomenal, exciting finish that was. And they got people in the chat out there that say, Josh Parent can't be beat and all this stuff. And well, you sure showed him you can get it done if you try hard. So congratulations.
Thanks, man. Yeah, there's a lot of really talented drivers in here, and Joshua's sure one of them. So it's been great to race with these guys, and I'm having a lot of fun. So look forward to keeping the momentum going and racing and hoping for better results like this.
There you go.
Woo! Last lap pass for Zach Tyndall. Gets the win out here. By the way, shout out to King Cobra out there in the live chat. Somebody said something about it. King Cobra, how you doing tonight on a beautiful Saturday night? Zach Tyndall, buddy, congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. If you got any sponsors, any shout outs you want to thank?
Just want to thank everybody here at I2I and the guys that I've been racing with, Caleb Ross, David Harbottle, Joshua, and tonight with Austin and these guys up front. It was a lot of fun. You guys do a great job on the broadcast, and look forward to racing with you guys again.
Absolutely, Zach Tyndall, 43, gets it done here tonight. He needed only 3 laps to lead. By God, that's all it took. He got the win here tonight. Zach, buddy, congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. We'll see you next week. Or 2 weeks, excuse me. Y'all are off next week.
That's
right.
Absolutely.
Gonna have a beer after that one.
Yes, absolutely. I'll drink one with you. I'll go get one out of the fridge here in just a second. All right, go to second place finisher. It's Joshua Parent. Josh, buddy. Damn, what happened right there at 3 and 4, man? I mean, you look like you kind of had it sewed up. Look like you were in good shape and everything, but did you run out of gas or did you just snap loose or what happened right there?
Yeah, he put a good move on me. I guess I just got bested there. He backed up for his run. I was slightly backing up a little bit, and it looked like a pretty big run in my mirror, and he went to go high, and I figured maybe if I blocked high, even if he had got a little bit of a run low, that I would still be able to beat him. But yeah, he went high, faked high, went low. When I went high, I don't know what happened. My car binded up or something, and I lost the right rear and had to correct it. And gave him a big enough run, and he was able to drive on by and get the win. So that's a great move on his part for sure.
Yeah. So that's what it looked like from my perspective too. That you kind of slid up there to try to block him up on the high side, and yeah, whatever happened, it looked like the car, it was kind of weird. It looked like the car just snapped loose, and that was all it took. Just that little bit of correction was enough to give him the momentum. To be honest, we thought he was kind of out of it when he slipped back to make that run on you. We thought that gave you enough space, but yeah, as it turns out, that that move he put on was that was good stuff. So, but again, great finish for you. So why did you start from the pits? Was that a choice, or was there a penalty involved there, or what happened?
I rushed home from work, and I qualified, and then I had to change my setup back, and I pooped. I went poop. Like, I had to poop so bad. And when I got
You gotta
back,
be
I was like,
kidding me.
oh,
Are
I
you
gotta change my
serious?
setup back. And then when I got back from changing my setup, dude, it missed the start.
Oh
I
my
was like,
God.
uh-oh, man, we're starting in the back, I guess.
You had to take a crap, and that's why you started at the back.
Oh,
You
my
gotta be
stomach was
kidding me.
hurting. My stomach was hurting
I'll
bad,
bet.
dude.
I've been
There's
there.
no way.
I've been there.
Well, I have to say that was probably not the answer I was expecting. I mean, I guess in a sort of way, that's kind of like a penalty, you know. That's that's if
No, the
No,
only
it's
penalty
not.
was what my toilet received. I'm
Oh
telling you.
my
It
God!
was bad.
Stop it.
Hold
Okay.
up. That's not the only penalty. I mean, think about it. If he would have just said, screw it, I'm going to go ahead and I'll just start from ninth.
Oh
Think
yeah,
about
no,
it.
it would have
There
been
is
bad.
another penalty.
Yeah,
Because
no, that
then
would have
you've
been
got a
bad.
hell of a washing job that you got to worry about. I mean, I'm just saying.
Man, yeah,
Talk
my
about
sim would have never been the
about
same.
the pump and dump restart, which I always miss. I missed the restart
Yes.
zone. I missed the one to go. Look, let's give CMS some loving, man.
Yeah.
I am the worst. I am the worst with those kind of things. I get so caught up in the action that I forget to recognize the sponsors. But hey, man. I know you got some shout outs and you can do that here in a second, but congratulations again. Still a great finish for you. Starting from the pits, you know, for whatever reason that it happened. It was still you made a great run back up through the field tonight, and you had a hell of a finish. Great points tonight again. So as far as championship goes, you certainly didn't hurt yourself tonight. So go ahead and give you shout outs here, and congratulations again, buddy.
Yeah, I just want to again thank Brendan Maddox. He's the one that put this beautiful scheme together. Thank you to you guys for putting the race on. Thank you, Caleb, David, and Zach, the guy who won the race. They're my teammates. They were great all race. Caleb again just had really terrible luck, but we were able to play the right strategies and pull it together for all of us to get a good finish there at the end. I mean, there's 3 top 10s right there, and 2 in the podium. So Wolfpack Racing has been doing phenomenal this season, and it's great to see the improvement. There's been plenty of improvement throughout the field too. This is a hectic racetrack 99% of the time, and it's not just the final lap. And there was a ton of improvement from what I had seen from Daytona, and this is a significantly harder track. So it was nice.
Agreed on both counts. I agree that it's a significantly tougher track than Daytona, and I do also agree that I mean we had some good racing tonight. I mean you're going to get some, incidents when you're racing this close together. But yeah, overall, I thought it was some good high quality racing.
Yeah, thank you
right.
guys.
Yep. All right, buddy. Thanks again. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
So Joshua Parrott, we'll see him in 2 weeks, not next week, obviously. He gets second here this evening. Hard Charger, Austin Parrott in the 80, up 22 spots. Austin.
Stampler, you mean?
Parrott, Stamper. I need a beer.
Yes.
Stamper ends up getting third here tonight. Austin, buddy, congratulations. Basically, you're going to be playing Eye of the Tiger, at least for tomorrow. Literally survivor, having to survive and finish at the podium spot, end up finishing third, up 22 spots. Buddy, congratulations on your race, buddy. Tell us about it.
Yeah, man, I freaking blew the qualifying, so I had to start in the back, but we kept working, worked our way up there. We had help from a teammate there at the end. You're right. That was my teammate in front of me, helped me get a draft off of him, and then I got up there with the leaders. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have ended up there.
Well, I honestly thought, well, we did that maybe that you were going to jump behind that 43 and potentially push him up there, but that never really came to happen. But yeah, obviously when I believe it was the 88 that let you by, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that was we really thought that you two might put a run together on Joshua, but either way, it worked out for you. You got your nice podium finish tonight and good points night, which is always important in a long season like this to get some of them points early. So, but yeah, give me a kind of describe how your race went for you.
It was all right for the most part.
Back in the pack mostly, or mid pack, or where were you running most of the night?
Well, in the back at the beginning, I think through the first stage I was in the back. Ended up dodging a couple wrecks back there, We ended up working up mid-pack, and I got caught in a wreck, had to use my fast repair, probably about lap 50. But that put me on a good fuel cycle, which helped me out there and ended up putting me where I was there in the end.
Jake, you got anything or?
Nah, I mean, Austin, buddy. I mean, talk to us about this, because I talked a little bit about, Atlanta and Daytona, and Talladega, obviously, way, way different. What do you think is the one main thing that you think is different between other than it's a mile and a half to a 2.5 mile? I mean, your take on the difference, but yeah, or the bacon. What's the what's the bigger difference?
I think the drafting feels a lot different on this track compared to Daytona. I think it's a little bit easier to control. I think you don't lose the draft as much. So if you do fall back a little bit, you can get a good run and run back up on them. I like this track more than Daytona, honestly.
There you go.
All righty. Well, real quick, buddy, we're hearing the Trey has got something he wants to ask you. So Trey, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, so one of the things with Austin and his team, he is on a team with Christopher Hurd and James Tate. They're called Firehouse Racing. Part of their deal is when somebody on their team gets a podium, the league is going to donate $25 to their charity of choice. So Austin, we want to let you know that on behalf of I2I, we're going to donate $25 to your charity of choice. So just let us know what that is, and we will let that send out that donation to them as soon as we can.
All right, right on. I didn't even know about that. But hell yeah, I'll have to look in and figure out what I want to give that to.
You didn't know about that?
Nah, I just got
that
pulled up 2 weeks ago. I don't know. He may have said something.
Okay, well that's different. Okay, that's different. Then that's different. If if it was 2 weeks ago, then I guess you got a leg to stand on right there. I guess. But Zach, buddy,
his team owner, we're gonna if one of our guys gets a podium, we're gonna donate money to a charity of their choice. So
awesome.
That's.
Yep.
Right,
well, the next charity we
out.
need to donate apparently is Trey's internet because it's cutting out horribly over there, and it certainly can't be his ping considering he's right now about 10 miles down the road from me. So he's literally a good golf shot away from me here, right down the road. So
I drove right through. I drove right through your neighborhood today, Jim. So I know
you did,
exactly.
huh? Cutting through. Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, yeah. So anyway, thanks for that's cool that y'all are doing the donation thing. But Austin, I'm sure you probably got some shout outs you want to do, but congratulations, man. Good run tonight. Like I said, tough track. Clearly you do like it. You ran well here. So congratulations, and let us know who you want to shout out to.
Yeah, man, just Trey, Chris for pulling me up in here, giving me an opportunity to run with these guys. It's been fun. I'm liking it. I mean, my girlfriend really, she gives me the time to do this.
That's
too.
Right.
So
smart man.
She needs something. Other than that, man, it's really it.
All right, buddy.
All right, guys. Thanks.
All right, man.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Austin Stamper coming home with a third here tonight. Hard Charger as well gets the P3 here tonight. We'll see him in 2 weeks. Jim, buddy, I love this place. I really do. I love Hot Atlanta. I love this track. I mean, literally, I've come to so many races here when it was the old surface and the new surface. I'll be honest with you, I'm a fan of both. I really am. There is some people out there that absolutely hate this kind of racing right here, but I love it. I think it always ends up bringing some entertainment. By God, it showed it here tonight. Here with I2I. Your take, Jim.
Well,
always a pleasure working with you, buddy.
My take is that this is not the same as Talladega or Daytona racing. It's different. It is a bit of drafting, but it's still a different kind of racing. And to me, it is a combination. It's well known that I'm a fan of the older version with the, worn out surface and running a bunch of grooves because that's the kind of tracks I like the most. But I would argue that this is not the same as your standard super speedway draft racing. To be honest, it's more exciting. It really is. to me it is anyway. But so I would say it's not the same. I like this. Well, I won't say more. It's different, and I like both. But yeah, man, I do love this place, and it does produce good racing. I mean, look at that finish we got right there. Arguably, Joshua Perrin and up front there, everybody would have thought he was going to win that race, given the history here recently and the way he's been dominating and stuff. And he got a move put on him, and it worked, and he got beat. And I mean, you got to love those. Last second, pass them at the line kind of finishes. That's what this stuff's all about. So, yeah, great racing as far as I'm concerned. And I don't think you and I are going to be broadcasting. I think they'll probably have Ewan back, which maybe in some cases, certainly more than me. People love Ewan. He's been around this league since the very beginning. He should be back for the next one, but I tell you what, I'm probably going to tune in to watch just because, I want to see him. I want to see him doing some road course racing. And in fact, here, let me real quick. Let me do this. Let me hide this, and let's bring up the schedule and just show everybody what we got. So you got the Miami Autodrome, which for those of you that don't know, that's the recently added track at iRacing last season. It's where they raced the Miami Formula One race. That's going to be just crazy. Let me just say that. So I'm going to probably tune in to watch that one myself just because of the craziness involved. And then they go on to Michigan. Pocono, one of my favorite tracks, too. I love Pocono. Jake's favorite track, Talladega. Iowa, Kansas. Then we got the Red Bull Ring, which is going to be another fantastic road course race. And then closing out the season at Auto Club Portland and night race at Daytona. So, all right, man. But anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts on this. Another fantastic race. Last second pass. Love it.
Yeah, baby. Always a pleasure working with you here with iRacing or with I2I Motorsports right here with you, Jim, Motorbath Broadcasting as well. I mean, I love this place. I love this just like I do at Talladega and just like I do Daytona. I mean, hell, for super speedway racing, I'm in, baby. Always. I'm in because you never know what's going to happen. It's always entertaining. And y'all out there on the live chat, I mean, y'all come out big numbers, so appreciate y'all as well.
Oh, hold on. Real quick. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Somebody asked, can they see the season standings? And so real quick, this is the season standings.
Is that updated?
This is the team standing. This is prior to the start of the race tonight as far as the team goes.
Okay.
And I'm not sure. I'm going to pull this up. I'm not sure if this is currently updated. Trey's still in here. Trey, do you know if Sim Racer Hub is updated already?
It is not updated.
Okay.
It will be in the next 30 minutes.
Okay, so this is
on the broadcast.
So this is prior to tonight's start as well. This is your top 15 in point standings. Somebody asked if they could see the season standings, and I went to bring it up earlier in the race, and we had a wreck happen, and we never got back to it. So prior to tonight, this is the season standings so far, and you can go to Sim Racer Hub and look up I2I Motorsports, and you can see the updated results here shortly tonight. But I just wanted to put this up real quick for those whoever that was out there that was asking in chat. So there you go. All right, Jake. Now you can say good night, Jake.
Saying good night is from Hot Atlanta here tonight, folks. What a race here at Hot Atlanta with I2I. Always a pleasure. But, folks, that is going to do it for this broadcast here on Motorbath Broadcasting. Obviously, got to thank all the great sponsors that have a hand in this great, great league. Obviously, with the likes of Pump and Dump. I know we got them at the start. We screwed up. We didn't get it at the other times. We kind of got where we was kind of BSing around a little bit. But anyway, Pump and Dump for the restart. CMS detailing, obviously, for the one-to-go premier races setups. Here are all the great sponsors here. Wake and Wake, all the great sponsors here with I2I. And obviously, the Roasted Record and Digital Race Engineer for what they do here for Motorbath Broadcasting. So thank you very much to all of the sponsors. Shout out to the drivers. Y'all put on a hell of a show, as always, with I2I. And the fans coming out big numbers. If you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe. ATW is still screwing around right here. Go get y'all a beer. It's time, baby. Come on. But anyway, if you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe. Motorbath Broadcasting. Keep up with everything going on with I2I and all of pretty much about every damn night. Something going on here on Motormouth Broadcasting, so make sure you like and subscribe. And Trey Graber, obviously, and Michael Diondimo, I believe he was doing race control with Trey tonight as well. So thank you very much to them allowing us to come in here, be ourselves, entertain you, the fans, and see some great racing on a beautiful Saturday night in hot Atlanta. For my good buddy, commentator and producer and the owner of Motormouth Broadcasting, Mr. Big Jim Cunningham, I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. Said as always, say, be safe, be kind, be fast. Oh, baby, it was a good one here tonight. You're going to take a week off, and they're going to go to Miami Autodromo, wherever the hell that is. We'll see what happens when all that ends up working out. I'm going to keep a check on it as well, keep it watching, see what happens. But, folks, it's been a pleasure over the past 2 weeks. Everybody take care, and bye-bye for now.